I really honestly believe that if they go through this program at this level, straight through 5th grade, they will be first in line when they're 18 to vote.
I think it's very important to have these basic concepts of responsibilities and authority and justice and just overall equity, and how important they are to be worked out in the child's school classroom, but also in that neighborhood and home where they live.
To think that they're 5 years old and they're able to talk about these topics that will be part of their lives forever.
We start with big words and they look at us and they say responsibility, I have no clue. And then we read the stories and we boil it down a little bit, and they are able to start putting 2 and 2 together.
Daddy, Mrs. Benson just asked me if I wanted to watch her baby Thursdays after school and Saturday mornings.
Well, Lucy, do you think you're responsible or not?
I think so.
And you say you have to watch your babies Thursdays after school and Saturday morning. You always watch your favorite TV show on Thursdays, and you always go out with your friends on Saturdays.
The children are able to relate their everyday experiences with these different topics that they're discussing. Things like responsibility. The little kindergarten children can talk about their responsibility at home, and then they can also talk about their responsibilities in school, and they're able to compare the two.
Well, maybe I could go out and play with my friends on Sunday, and there'll be reruns of my favorite show in the summer.
Lucy, I think that's responsibility of some.
I think we should teach it so that the children can be responsible for their actions. And it should start off when they're small, so as they get older, they realize what they're doing, so that they can be responsible for what they do in every situation.
What is justice?
Fair.
Okay, we said justice was being fair, right?
With justice, that one was interesting because the students, what they think is fair is what they think is everybody should have the same all the time. And they don't realize that sometimes you can be fair, but not always everyone gets to do everything.
It's not so much bringing reading, writing, and math into social studies, into civics. It's using civics as the base of learning in reading, writing, math, and across the curriculum.
My youngest, the one in kindergarten, has really gone on what authority means. And of course, again, at that age, they're still testing authority in the household and that. But he's really, I think, learning more about what it means to respect his parents, but respect other adults, respect his teacher, because of their authority and their position in his life.
So they're seeing their little piece at age 7, but they also see that in life there's larger piece books, and I think they see the importance in it.
If the teacher says to do something, you have to do it.
And by impressing upon these young people the importance of civic involvement, that they are somehow adding to their community and and hopefully teaching them a sense of, giving them a sense of responsibility for the community, for the society in which they live. It helps them become better citizens.
The hardest issue, I think, for them was privacy. As kindergartners, they really had very minimal knowledge of what privacy was, and they had a hard time believing that they had a personal right to privacy.
Miss Spears, is there anything in your life that you keep private?
My secrets.
Where do you keep them?
In my diary, and never take my diary anywhere I go.
My daughter is now big on privacy. And now she said, I want time in my bedroom by myself, time, off away from the other 4 children by myself. So she's really hit on the privacy issue.
One of our questions was, is it okay to have something that you don't want to share? And almost unanimously, they all, but no, we have to share everything. Mom and Dad say we have to share everything. In the classroom, we have to share everything. And all of a sudden, they were at the very end of it. Well, it's okay to have one or two things or something that's just very special to me. And there was that last element piled in with the other three concepts, and they are definitely making connection.
Citizenship, civic lessons, not only should be taught, but I feel they must be taught across the curriculum. It's my responsibility as a language arts teacher, an art teacher, a science teacher, to make sure that I am not only serving as a role model as a teacher, but relating what I teach to the basic premise that we must learn to live with one another in a civil manner and in a respectful manner.
I think it's wonderful. She reminds us now and then about different things that they've learned in school. You know, she'll pipe up and you think, just like she said, you think they're too young to understand, but it really does register. It really sinks in, and they understand a lot more than we give them credit for.
As long as they can keep that in their mind as they grow like that, I think they're going to be wonderful citizens. I doubt it, no doubt.
And that's the promise of these materials. They focus on the kids, they focus on the inquiry and the questioning, exploring, and that we create the best citizen of all, and that's a citizen who questions, a citizen who asks, and then seeks to find.
As the children are learning how to resolve conflicts in a much more meaningful way, in a much more peaceful way.
We're very, very happy with the program. We really are thrilled. It's taken a lot of time, and every second's been worth it. We're really, really excited.